people seeking power and fame, stepping on anyone that gets in the way. Now I know how they want to play that game, but I want to find a better way.
Hey there, and welcome to another video edition of Holding Out for a Hero. After returning from what seemed to me to be a whirlwind trip to New York City, I have a special treat to share with all my faithful and patient followers. To those who may have only recently started following my blog, I'd like to introduce to you my very talented friend, singer, songwriter, and recording artist, Spencer Day. I was fortunate enough to be able to see him perform at Rockwood Music Hall in the SoHo section of New York City. We then met on my last night there in the city at a restaurant in Hell's Kitchen to catch up on what he's been doing. Few people are as driven, talented, yet humble, kind-hearted, and compassionate as Spencer is. I'm very blessed to be able to call him my friend. Just before meeting with me, he was on the train when a man tried to steal a woman's purse. Instinctively, Spencer got involved and blocked the perpetrator's exit, getting punched in the stomach in the process. The man got away without the purse, and the other passengers applauded him. His intervention is so telling of Spencer's selfless nature toward his fellow human being. So without further ado, keep watching and find out why Spencer is such a hero to me. Hi everybody, I am in Manhattan sitting here with my good friend Spencer Day, and I leave tomorrow unfortunately, but finally we got to hang out and talk for a bit, and I'm actually putting him on the spot to interview him. So you all know Spencer from day 209 of my blog. So now I'm just going to ask him a few questions about, where he's been and what he's done ever since that time that I wrote about him. So, Spencer, I'm going to ask you about what's new in your career. What's new?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I'm getting ready to record my next album, so I just found the producer that I want to work with, and I've just been writing, which is very interesting for me. It might sound kind of boring.
No.
But yeah, I've just been writing and getting ready to record. I'm leaving for Alaska for 2 weeks of shows up there, and on Thursday. Yeah.
Are you packed?
No, I haven't packed the thing.
Wow.
I don't know what one brings to Alaska in early September.
I don't know. Jacket, maybe.
Not a parka. I know it's not that cold.
Eskimo pies.
Eskimo pies.
But definitely not a refrigerator. But well, part of what got me really, really hooked on your music, and then got me interested in getting to know you as a person, was kind of like this overall. I mean, all of your songs are very different, but a lot of them seem to have this overarching message about just humanity in general, and just about being, just doing things for each other, and just being there, like your song, Better Way. That's one of my favorite songs in the sense that it's just an optimistic song, it's like looking at a world that's, utopian and perfect, and people actually go out of their way for each other. What inspires you to write songs like that, even in the 21st century?
Well, I mean, I think the thing is, obviously, I just feel like it's kind of the artistic duty to do that, because the truth is we may or may not ever actually achieve the utopian vision that I see. But I figure that if a few of us weren't at least trying to aspire to it, then we'd be completely lost. So I feel like if through music you can do that, to just awaken people or remind people who may have maybe forgot those priorities, even if it's just for a second or for an evening, I feel like that message will reverberate onto whoever they meet that day, and you're continuing a positive thing. In the same way that if someone said something horrible to you, it would affect you for the rest of the day, and therefore the people who love you would be affected by that too.
Right. Exactly. It's a domino or a ripple effect.
Yeah, so for me, I think that's a big
So maybe it's not so much about trying to make the world perfect, but at least striving towards making it a little bit,
just a little bit better. If you can leave on your deathbed and say that you made things even just a little bit better, or changed a few hearts, then I think
then you've succeeded.
It's a success. So I could die happily today, and you know, and that's a great feeling, I think.
Now I have to put you on the spot. I remember when we met back in April of 2010, and in Clearwater, and you promised to help with the spina bifida cause that I've been fighting for and everything. What made you interested, besides the fact that there was this crazy girl badgering you?
Well, there's nothing I love more than a crazy girl, crazy beautiful girl badgering me. No, it's just your sincerity about it.
Is the lighting bad here?
The lighting is horrible, but let's see if we can change it.
I don't want you to see me blushing. Okay.
There we go. Now we look like we're in a Halloween movie.
Wow.
Here, let's. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I think it was just your sincerity about it, and it moved. And I honestly, I didn't know anything about it at the time you do, and I was very interested. And
yeah.
I think just because of my own experiences in life of knowing what it's like to be an underdog or to not be understood or something like that, I was just very interested in hearing what you had to say, and I'm really glad you did, and I've been able to turn on a lot of people to it in the process. And
let's talk a little bit about just the causes that you already support, because I know that you support several. I know that you're a big advocate for Feeding America.
Yeah.
And what other causes are you really, really big on?
Well, I'm actually doing some stuff in the Bronx, which is about living out, which is a kind of support for gay and lesbian youth in the inner cities, though, in places where they're just trying to be a positive
places where there's less support for them.
Yeah. So I'm doing that and talking to that, and then I do a lot of work with HIV and AIDS prevention and education too.
Really important.
I'll do anything. I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's just like if I feel strongly, if I have a free moment, I feel like that's the other artistic obligation, because I'm so lucky I don't have to punch my card and do this grueling 9 to 5 hour day. I mean, I'm very lucky, but I just feel like it's my artistic obligation to, whenever I have a free moment, volunteer, help in whatever way I can, so yeah, there's might be too many to mention of things I'd like to be involved with or am involved with, but those are my main ones.
It would be great to be able to just do everything, just be a Mother Teresa and the other doing everything. I mean, it would be great, but
she did all right.
But you definitely have done a lot and contributed a lot. I mean, you've been very prominent in. And like I said, Feeding America. I mean, it's such an important cause, and it's something that is near and dear to your heart. So it's really admirable. Well, I'm not going to take much more of your time. So definitely check out Spencer's website, spencerday.com, for updates on where he'll be traveling. Orlando, please, someday. But
sorry, wrong thumb. I can't.
But, I got to see him perform this past week, so it's just pretty amazing. Just hearing the new songs that he's working on, and so do check it out. He might be coming to a city near you. So, and check out holdingoutforahero.org. So I'm always going to be talking about it.
That was my thought.
Yes. Yay, peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
'Cause this is a time for an evolution. This is a time for a compromise. And I know it hurts to grow, but the status quo, it always comes with a price. I'm talking about changing the